Hey, everybody, it is June 22nd. We are back, and today we're going to visit our prediction from last week, and we have some product information about MKT Ghost. So let's go. So predictions first. We've made 8 out of 9 correct predictions. This is pretty astounding. What do you think about this, Leigh? I mean, you're the guy that made all this.
I have to say I'm quietly pleased. And wait till I show you what we did this week as well.
Did you say quietly pleased?
I'm kind of a quietly pleased type of chap.
Oh, that's fantastic. Let's look at this prediction for this week.
Okay, so last week we made a prediction on the 14th, 2000 hours European time. The price was 1.085. We basically said that the price would potentially go up in the next 2 days, which it did. But the most important one is it would reach 1.095, which is represented by this purple line. And as you can see, it absolutely did that. We said it might hit 1.1, which it did. And the prediction as a whole has really come true. I'm obviously quietly excited about it. And I'm going to give you another prediction for next week now.
All right, let's see how we do on this one coming up.
Okay, so we think that Euro could really well go up and carry on going up, get to 110, 111 even, and possibly higher in the next week or so, we think. Let me caveat that with a couple of thoughts. We have had a moment on MKT Redline Pro this week. There is a possibility that we get a shock into the marketplace, in which case we might see Euro come off. And if it does, it's going to try to break this little dotted line here, but we don't expect it to be any lower than 1.085. So again, prediction is up, but no lower than 1.085, certainly in the next week.
Yeah, and that's a good point to make, because you don't just use one tool. And because we have MKT Redline, I did notice that it went off. It was Sunday my time, but early Monday Central European time. So we did have a spike. So that does throw things around, and you have to sort of accommodate for that, right?
You do, because when we see a big spike on it, typically it's a flight to safety. So what we see, Kim, is people buying safe things like dollars and yen and Swiss francs in order to protect themselves from potential negative outcomes. So we wouldn't expect Euro to go up in such circumstances. We might even expect to see the stock market come down. Now, we have seen that, but we've seen that at the same time as Euro going up. So it's a very interesting set of circumstances.
Yeah, and that lends to the fact that this isn't magic. It's analysis. It's looking at situations, and it's crunching a bunch of numbers and holographic data. You know, it's something that has never existed before, but it's not magic, and that it's real. Yeah, we're not trying to say we have a crystal ball, right?
No, of course not. I mean, think of it like this. The holographic maths just perform a deep X-ray-like analysis on the interchange flows in the actual marketplace of what's actually happening now. And we use those to create a prediction of where we think it's going to go. This absolutely is not magic. It certainly isn't a crystal ball. It is a predictive model, and it's going to have times where it's wrong. What we need to do when we're using it is use a professional trader who really knows risk and reward and understands what the product's showing, where it's going, and also take a gentle approach with our trading so that we don't go gung-ho and make some bad moves.
Yeah, and the results speak for themselves. When you say you need a good trader, we definitely have one. We definitely have good tools. 188% return over 11 months. You don't really need to say anything after that. You know, it's just you're good at that point.
But what I want to say is we've created this product to protect people. And if you follow me on Twitter, I'm letting people know get the product. It's there to protect you. There's a free version of Redline that you can get. MKT Redline, go to the site. You can get a free version. Have a look at it. Have it there so you can watch it and understand how it is. If you're trading live, you should probably have the pro version. An MKT risk index is there as well to help you understand when you should be rotating in between equities and other assets and other risk assets like Bitcoin. My guess is that most people would benefit from this product, not just the forecasting capabilities that we have.
Right. It's MKT Redlines for everybody. And the beauty of the free version is it tells you if there's a spike. It tells you the information you need to know. You just have to watch it because you don't get notifications. You don't get the additional detail. But, we are trying to help people. There is a free version out there that will tell you there's a spike that happened and that you need to protect your money. So, yeah, like we've always said, it is for anybody with money in the market. And if you want that additional information, it's $9.99 a month.
We've priced it so that people can get access to it and get the benefit of it. And one of the things is that if you're a 401k holder and this thing goes spike, 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 and the MKT risk index goes up and up and up, you might be seeing the beginning of a really big negative run on equities. And that information is like gold dust if you've got the option to rotate some of your assets. Yeah. And how valuable is that, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the MKT risk index is definitely for traders. It's priced for traders. It's a professional tool, but the MKT Redline gauge is just as important to those traders. Like you just said earlier, we're looking at Ghost, which is the most advanced tool. Nothing else like that out there in the world. We're still looking at the gauge because it could affect what we're seeing on Ghost. So they all work together.
That is totally, absolutely correct.
Mm-hmm. So integrated with your system, everybody's got their own trading system. If they're a day trader, if they're a professional trader, whatever kind of trader you are, hopefully you have a system, right? If you don't, get one, but also these tools help with that.
They do. And all the traders that we work with, and we work with more than one, from an advisory perspective, I could ask any one of them on any day, do you look at MKT Redline Pro? And they'll say, absolutely. First thing they do in the morning.
We do have a video coming up. So I will put a card right here of a discussion with one of our traders who is a fabulous human being and a fantastic trader as well. And that was a fun conversation to have. So we talked about products in the intro. So let's go into that for a second. We currently have two products around the MKT Ghost offering. We have MKT Ghost and we have MKT Ghost Lite. We're coming out with MKT Ghost Lite very soon, and that is going to be our public offering. That is going to be rebranded as MKT Ghost. The product you've seen Leigh make the predictions with every week has been called MKT Ghost. We're rebranding that as MKT Ghost Enterprise. The reason being is that it does require training a lot of the enterprise type support that would be needed for it to work properly, for you to be able to use it properly. There's a lot around it. It's a complex tool, as you can probably guess. So we wanted to have a quick public offering that was easy to use, that we could get out there. So MKT Ghost will be that. And if you're interested in the enterprise version, you can always contact us at sales@mktredline.com. So everybody, 9 out of 10, right, Leigh?
Yeah, so that makes us 9 out of 10, in fact. Yeah. So let's see if we can make that 10 out of 11.
And one thing to note, since we are winning with 9 out of 10 predictions correct right now, I've said this when we were wrong, but I want to say it when we're right. This isn't how you trade. We're having fun with this. We're proving the tool works. And if we can do this, imagine what it can do for your trading. Just wanted to get that out there.
When we're talking about using it for trades, there's a very different way that we would use it for trading. Some people would use it for short-term trading. Some would use it for swing trading. There's different types of trading that the tool supports. But where it becomes very important is it gives you another perspective on top of your existing strategy in difficult markets. And we're in difficult markets right now.
It gives you an edge. All right, everybody, that's a 9 out of 10 correct. Make sure you visit Twitter. We are posting the predictions on Twitter in real time because sometimes it does take us a little longer to get the videos out. So make sure you know we're doing these in real time. And also go to Twitter to see Leigh. And he's holding up his phone right now. He's anxious to talk to you. Make sure you go by and visit him. Make sure you like and subscribe. Please check out the other videos here, and we will see you next time. Thank you.